Greetings, light workers. This is Oya Transformation, and this is your daily oracle reading for Friday. Happy Friday, February the 5th, 2021. The cards have been shuffled and divined, and the messages are as follows. The first card for the day is from the Wisdom of the Night deck, and it is a 14 reduced to a 5, which speaks to willingness to learn, and the 5 senses, and it is denial. And it's a hand reaching out to some fruit that is unattainable. But there's sunshine in the background and a full, lush forest. So, what this says to me is, first of all, let's think about how many times you had this thing that you really, really wanted. And if you look back, if it was for you, once you received it and you thought about all the times that you wanted it and all the gyrations you went through to try to get it when you weren't ready or prepared, think about how different it would have been if you had gotten it when, or attained it, or had been able to receive it when you initially began the first desire. And so denial says to me, of the things you want the most, are you really ready? Can you make a sound assessment, pull in some people you trust, and ask, if this were the case, would I be prepared? And be prepared for the answer. So this is the theme for today. And so what we're being asked to do is be joyful for the low-lying fruit. This is a gentle warning not to get caught up in desire, to know what is for you, and it is just around the corner. That is not to say that you bulldoze over some things to get to it, because sometimes you're not ready. You're not ready. So the card that supports denial is Distant Thunder. Now, she's standing out of the, I always think of Rapunzel when I look at this, but she's standing at the tip of the castle, peeping out of her window and seeing a storm in the far. And so this is asking that we recognize that there is renewal, there is healing, and dramatic clearing in the distance on all levels. It's asking that we clear away the thought patterns. This may get us away from the denial and closer to our goals. We clear away the thought patterns, the people, because people represent energies, ideas, thoughts. The people in our lives that we may love, but we may start to manage how much time we spend with them based upon the kind of energies they bring. When you leave them, do you feel drained? Do you feel empowered? When you look at the whole picture, they may have floral words, but their words fall short. So you can still love them for all the intentions that they have, but recognize that it's not all that it seems sometimes. So, moving forward, the next card that supports, okay, now what you do with it? That supports our clearing and our moving out of denial is from the Osho Zen deck, and it is Patience. It's a spiritual number 7. And as you can see, she is pregnant and she is at peace. Look at the expression on her face. She's full and at peace. And if you remember at the top of the card, every phase of the moon had gone by, and she had become at one with it, and that she was clear that the seed had been planted. There's a lush garden all around her, full of color, and her face is at peace because she knows that all the phases of the moon that need to go by, all the things that need to happen in preparation for her giving birth to this baby, this thought, these ideas, this dream of hers, have to be finished or completed before the birth. She's not hustling and bustling, trying to run around and make things happen. So this is a waiting period, an assessment period, a time when we recognize that there are some things that we need to do if we are to come out of denial and pave the way for our dreams to come to fruition. And patience, clearing away the clutter, clearing away the draining energies in your life, will set the stage for the final word from the power of love, elevation. You are making a conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. You perceive the world and your place in it. Begin by setting an intention to raise your consciousness. Secondly, be mindful of the tone of your thoughts. Are your thoughts and the people around you draining or elevating? Because we are to do that. We are to elevate each other. We are the conduit that help each other buoy up when we drop. Buoy up when we drop. But if you are a person who have far more people around you that you're buoying up, then raise you, your balance is off. And this is what the distant thunder spoke to. Clearing those things that have you off balance so that you can be more useful and more service to the community. Well, this is the message for today, February the 5th, Friday, in preparation for the weekend. Let's clear away the mental clutter, the physical clutter if you're able, so that we will be ready to give birth. Thank you for listening. Namaste. Have the best Friday ever.